malakas talaga yung VP sa ngayon. Just because they don't really have any clear stuns dito sa may bottom lane nila. And kung titignan mo dito yung Virtus.Pro, napakadali lang. Open Wounds, Fire Blast, Ignite. Yun yung mga kampi nila eh. Mas basic.
Oo. Si Storm Spirit, tignan mo, mamaya parang he doesn't really fear anything. Pag mahuli niya yung Shadow Shaman, halos wala nang papatay sa kanya.
Wala nang papatay sa kanya. And he just needs one item. Sabihin lang natin, he just needs the Link and Sphere para hindi lang siya
ma-instant hex. Disruption dito.
Oh, pero dito, Monet, try to go for the kill on Solo. Solo dito, very tanky. I don't really think he's gonna go down kahit 5 stacks pa yan. And sasabog lang siya. Masakit lang ng onte, pero hindi siya iiyak.
Uwi lang siya, walking back home, no problem. Or Shadow Poison, na-stack pa rin dito. And Ramsey's not really scared pa rin. Still has like 5 tangos available. Branch niya pa, like tango branch pa siya, so easy peasy.
Still, yun yung pinakalamang dito ni Lifestealer. If you leave the Lifestealer for like 2 minutes or a minute, mababalik niya yung buhay niya eh. Si Alchemist kasi dito, yes, you're getting the resources na kailangan mo, you're getting the gold. Pero kung every single time na nagkakaroon kayo ng engagement sa baba, nagpapadala ka ng salve para
para makipag-trade ka.
Ibig sabihin, nagsa-stack up din yung idea na kahit may Grievous Grid ka, yung Grievous Grid na yun, napupunta lang para pang salve, pang clarity, ganun lang.
Tsaka si Lifestealer masaya pa yan. Sige, mag-salve ka, puno ulit buhay mo. Mas value feast.
Mas masaya ang Lifestealer.
Na lang all the way. And mid lane, medyo chill lang naman. Trading, equal yung actually. Storm Spirit is actually winning the lane.
I'm actually surprised na nananalo si No One dito just knowing the zoning capability na meron si Zetsu. Hindi talaga nagpapasindak si No One.
Anyway, for the Lightning Storm first dito, si Leshrac. Interesting build, pero I think against a Storm Spirit na alam mo lalapit or he still has it. Wala siyang edict, so medyo mas slow down yung push potential niya dito. Kasi did go for the Lightning Storm.
Tsaka yung mid lane matchup din natin dito, kung iisipin mo, split earth lang yung katapat dito ni No One. With a good position on split earth, pwede mong takutin si No One para makapag-miss siya ng isa o dalawang last hits. Pero hindi nagagawa yun hindi nagagawa yun dito ng Leshrac. And art style dito, well, not really art style, pero solo mga kaibigan.
Nahabol siya dito. Nice disruption.
Well, makakatakbo naman si Apo dito. He does have the Fire Blast. Pero kasi ang pinaka-problema, yung Storm natin ngayon isn't at level 6. At hindi rin kumuha ng Ignite dito si Ogre Magi just because hindi rin nakakatulong sa damage output. They just need the sudden burst of damage na nanggagaling dito sa isang Ogre Magi para mapatay itong mga to. Kasi kung tiisipin mo yung sa side ng RNG, hindi mo pwedeng bigay dito yung yung mabilis na yung slow na damage. Dapat dito mabilis. Sarado mo agad.
You have to burst. And gusto ko yung ginawa ng VP, pero hold that thought. Gusto na yata i-go si Solo dito, pero
I don't think it's possible.
They just want to secure the bounties. Roger moving up, Midnight Pulse, and that will secure that one, 2 for 2.
That could have been a good fire.
No, actually, it's gonna be a 2 for 2 bounty. So naman.
Pero i-expect na talaga natin yan eh. Magko-contest yung RNG ng bounty zones just because of the Alchemist just being there, the presence of an Alchemist. Hindi mo talaga matatanggal sa kanya yan. And kapag yung kalaban mo nakitang may Alchemist ka din, at times, kahit hindi nakakatulong sa kanila yung bounty rune, well, lagi naman nakakatulong yung bounty rune, pero may mga times kasi na pwede mo siya i-ignore dahil nakakuha ka ng extra gold dun sa may mapa. Pero kasi kapag kunyari may Alchemist ka, ang laking gold boost nun para sa kanya. So you wouldn't really give that to an Alchemist kahit ano pang mangyari.
So one early game item, basically, 1 round of bounties para sa kanya. Mid lane, split earth, not necessary.
Sinasabi natin, every single time, pag nahuli siya ng disruption na yan, laging merong susunod na stun. And they need to use all those stuns para i-take down mamaya si Storm. Kung meron sanang ultimate na si Storm, nakataka siya kasi nagkaroon ng 1 second interval na walang nangyari. Pero dahil level 5 siya, that was a very good timing coming out from RNG. So sabi nila,
magle-level 6 na eh. Magle-level 6 na. You have to make that rotation.
Yeah.
And gusto ko na yung ginawa ng VP actually. Since sinabi ko nga, nasa slump si Roger ngayon. So they gave him a jungle. Sige, farm up ka muna. Get your items. Kami muna bahala.
Alam mo, medyo may napansin ako sa Virtus.Pro. They're really passive dito sa game na to. Mas nagiging aggressive pa yung RNG. And this isn't the VP I expected dito sa laban na to.
Actually, parang yung VP of old, you would be seeing like 3-4 kills by now on their side. Pero hindi. Actually, siya pa nga. Look at the deep wards na pinaplace dito. They want to contest this. Solo should know that something is up here.
Okay, pero sabi dito ng Abaddon, I'm just gonna get my face boots. Wala naman tayo masyadong
Face boots
problema.
and face boots. Trade farm lang talaga.
Face boots talagang yun lang yung pinaka-away nila dito. Muna on the other hand, just going for that Radiance build-up next para sa kanya. Yun yung pinaka-kailangan niya dito. Pero si Pasha, wala talaga siyang magagawa dyan. He does have 2 levels on the Kraken Shell. At hindi niya iindahin yan. Pero tignan mo, look at the damage output na ginagawa dito ni Flyby. Curse of Avernus dito, bayad na bayad. Kahit sabihin mo, Anchor Smash ka pa.
Dinidispel lang eh. He has the Aphotic Shield.
Yes, he does have the Aphotic Shield. And yung missed coil, kung pwede na siyang i-take down, pwede niyang gamitin yon. It will go through everything na meron dito, yung defenses ng isang Tidehunter.
Tamang galawan lang ni Solo. Just trying to steal mas isang creep. And stealing the XP as well. Pero yeah.
Wala. Sa totoo lang, wala din magagawa si Roger talaga ngayon eh. Like yung hero selection. Kaya siguro siya nagkakaroon ng konting problema in terms of yung performance niya ng mga earlier games or group stages. Siguro hero choice na lang din. Not as explosive yung mga heroes na binibigay sa
bot lane, galit na galit sila dito. It's gonna be a free kill for the life stealer, Ramses.
Ito yung BP na kilala ko.
Yan na.
Ito yung BP na
They're
kilala
starting
ko.
to group up, I think, Helm of the Dominator or Vlad's mainly on that Enigma. I'm sure it's one of those two.
Pero si Ramses dito, lilipat siya ng lane. He's gonna control the top lane. Siya yung may pwesto doon. Tapos ang gagalaw na dito si Pasha at saka si Roger. Sabi nila pupush siya tayo. Ito yung pinaka-control na ginagawa nila. This move is very efficient kasi kung isipin mo, you are not really wasting any time para dun sa pagpa-farm and you're not really giving out any more resources dun sa may kalaban. So Solo dito will go down doon sa kamay ng isang alchemist and hindi yan yung gusto mo.
Pero Solo, usually he does go on this reckless warding spots para lang at least hindi magank yung team niya. And it's an ogre match. He has the big body for it. It's not the worst scenario para sa kanila. Pero top lane is gonna be kind of concerning since Lifestealer can't actually lane against that attack.
And Setsu getting caught out mga kaibigan. The ball lightning is there. The stun is there. Dinuraan pa siya dito. And that will be the first death of Setsu dito sa may lane. Ball lightning dito, yung pinakaunang gamit, nagamit nila ng maayos. Ngayon, nasa tempo na dito si Storm Spirit.
Look at that synergy. Curse of Avernus on the tower and you have a Shadow Shaman right-clicking it. Beautiful, simple place for RNG dito.
Isipin mo, no, Dazzle tsaka Shadow Shaman, tapos may Abaddon ka.
Oo.
And yun yung dalawang hero na kapag ka-physical attack yung pinag-usapan, masyadong mataas eh. Pero yeah, they're just gonna push. And yun yung sinasabi nila dito. Yes, ang lakas ng late game potential nyo kasi meron pa kayong infest bomb. Pero sa totoo lang, kapag hindi namin kayo pinaabot dun sa mid game, late game na hinahanap-hanap at tinaasam-asam nyo, at na-control namin agad yung gubat nyo dahil wala na kayong mga tower, dun kayo magkakaroon ng problema eh.
Tingnan mo, if they manage to hit their timings, ang gaganda ng axe upgrades ng RNG. Shadow Demon, Shadow Shaman, Lishrak, all of them have nice axe.
Well, oo nga no.
Diba? Walang parang pangit na axe. Even the Abaddon, the shared borrowed time damage.
Pero alam mo, si Alchemist dito, sobrang lapit na yung second relic niya. He's gonna have the potential to fight at later. Pero sabi dito, mga kaibigan ni Lifestealer, sige, dadalhin ko na to. Wala na, talagang kinuha niya na. Sabi niya, akin na to. Hindi ko naman kailangan ng antayin kayo kasi sure naman ako na wala naman kayong way para i-take down to ng sobrang bilis.
Midas is now available on the Lifestealer. Flyby, wala siyang pakialam dito. He's not scared of a single hero sa VP right now. He has the Vlad, he has the Face Boots. He's going for the Solar Crest. So in terms of damage and actually like sticking on top of an enemy hero, that's not Storm Spirit, kaya niya.
And Landon dito, just going for the TP out. Alam niyang wala mag-stand sa kanya doon. Si Ramses nga sumuko na lang agad doon nakita niya nag-TP. Sabi niya hindi ko kaya to. Pass. Wala akong rage, wala akong kahit ano. So ibig sabihin kapag ka nag-TP siya, wala akong extra attacks. Binitawan niya na lang.
I like the build of Solo, not going for the Ignite kasi alam niya may Abaddon. Tsaka may Disruption on the other side. So it's not really gonna do that much para sa kanila. He's just going for the Bloodlust and the Fire Blast. Unorthodox. Pero I see the reasoning behind it for this game.
Why?
Yeah, because ang daming ano eh. You have the Disruption, you have the Aphotic Shield. So parang parang wala naman ignite at that stage.
Parang walang ignite at that stage. That is very true, Kuya Swartz. Pero RNG dito, try to go for a smoke. Mahuli sana lang si Yapasha, pero ito,
disruption.
nahuli na nila. And this is enough to take down, mga kaibigan, na Tide Hunter and the Demonic Purge even being used. At pinapalo-palo na dito,
pero
pero masyadong makunat.
Black hole is available!
3 on 4, and the Black Hole will be thrown out, mga kaibigan. Nagkabatuan na dito, pero still, no one, wala na siyang mana. Tumatakbo dito si Abaddon. Abaddon try to run away, flyby dito, nagkahulihan. And the Electric Vortex will be there, Shrine will be popped. At kalaban pa rin dito yung Virtus.Pro. This is the Virtus.Pro that we know. Ang ganda na ginawa doon ng stall ni Yapasha. And right now, pwede pa nila makuha dito. Si Abaddon, flyby dito, almost falling down. Pero sabi nila, tama na.
Wala nang mana.
Wala nang mana si wala nang mana si no one. Ay,
Uy,
nahuli. Okay. Not bad.
May return kill. It's a solo.
They will get one.
It's a solo Ogre Magi, and all this time, Alchemist was just farming. I think that's his Radiance up. He talked about 12 to 13 minutes. That's the timing he wants, and that's on the courier right now. So yun nga, RNG, they are making their timings despite that questionable fight.
Masyadong matagal yung oras na winaste nila doon, sa totoo lang, sa Tide Hunter. Ang daming skills ng Shadow Shaman na pwede nyo sanang gamitin na hindi nyo na ginamit kasi inaantay nyo mag-stack up lahat dun sa Demonic Purge. Naging problema, hindi na naging enough yung damage output and yung Kraken Shell nag-proc nung bandang dulo.
Ang hirap kasi, once you get that damage threshold, walang cooldown. Every time you'll get that dispel. And I like this, from the Alchemist. Nakita mo yung item choice niya? He's gonna go for a very early BKB. And I like this, a realization from RNG. They know they have to take this mid game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Kasi kung iisipin mo nga naman, ito yung nangyayari. Yung Enigma na yan, ang pinaka-setup niya talaga, hindi yung Fire Blast, hindi si Storm Spirit, ang pinaka-setup niyan yung Ravage. It's a two-part combo na talagang kailangan mong bantayan kapag ka nabato na, pero si Setsu dito will get caught out. Yules, I don't think he can get away from this. Wala pa siyang items para gawin yun. Pero ang tapang dito ni Afu, nahaharap na lang talaga siya, pero si Flyby dito, bayad na bayad. Na bayad yung Curse of Avernus.
That's a max Curse of Avernus. Kasi syempre nauso talaga yung support Abaddon for a while, pero offlane Abaddon still has its uses dito. Medyo common pick nga siya. It's not the most popular pick dito sa TI.
Naalala mo ba yung Mist Coil Abaddon? Yung pinaka nakakakitang Abaddon na pwede mong makalaro, yung Mist Coil Abaddon, yung damage output niya sa Mist Coil, sobrang taas. Dahil hindi mo talaga siya kaya sabayan sa lane.
Tapos 50 mana lang.
Oo.
Lanem, mukhang mahuhuli siya dito, pero may turn around dito. Storm Spirit na shackle, pero instant cancel.
And Lanem dito, getting caught out. The Ravage will be thrown out dun sa may pinakalikod. Disruption is there. No one dito naghahanap ng kill. Flyby is on borrowed time. Pero nandito si Alchemist. Nakuha niya na yung Radiant Scale. Lumalaban dito, mga kaibigan. Live Stealer will pop out. Live Stealer is on your right click. Pinapalo-palo dito yung Alchemist. Alchemist still with the rage up. Nandun si Storm Spirit sa may pinakalikod. No one will go down. Tumba si Alchemist dito. Setsu will go down as well. And that is a win for the side of Virtus.Pro.
And this is VP's. Masaya. Nakangiti lang ang VP ngayon kasi they just went in. That was the 10-second BKB of that Alchemist. And they lost the fight.
And at the same time, hindi nagamit yung Black Hole.
Not necessary.
They just needed one ultimate. And that wasn't really the best ultimate.
Wala pa yata yung BKB.
Wala pa yung BKB.
That was just the rage. That was just the rage.
That was the rage.
Alchemic Rage.
Pero ngayon, kung isipin mo, Kuya Swartz, looking at the net worth of the Alchemist, yes, is still in range. Hindi pa siya hindi pa siya talaga problemado dito na inaabutan na talaga siya ng farm na ginawa ng Life Stealer. But for the Life Stealer, you do have to realize na, did he go for Midas?
Life Stealer, yes.
He went for Midas. So, sabihin dito, meron point mamaya-maya na talagang sasabayan na lang yan yung farm mo and you can't do anything about it. Muna dito.
Black Hole, yan na nga.
And the Black Hole is still there. They can just fight this. Flyby na naman dito on borrowed time. Pero nandun nahuli sa may pinakataas. Shadow Demon. Ang next na casualty dito, Flyby Setsu. Wala naman sila magagawa eh.
We talked about it kanina. Diba yung black hole, hindi niya nagamit. And that was the go time for VP. They know cooldowns were down for RNG.
Yeah, and at the same time, hindi mo din masabi na down yung yung ultimates dito ng VP. Dahil lang meron din silang black hole na hindi nagamit. And I do know that RNG is well aware na meron pa talagang black hole nun.
And Ramsey's actually didn't even go for the Radiance anymore. Went for the armlet build. I like it. And there we go. Tinawag mo, mahuhuli lang. Alchemist, he got the rage off. Pero with no save whatsoever. Shadow Demon was in the area pero he used the disruption offensively. Kaya wala tuloy pang walang pang mitigate ng damage.
Hinayaan na nga lang nila eh. Sa totoo lang yun yung nakakatawa doon. Hinayaan na lang nila yung Aba doon na parang, sige, naka-borrowed time ka.
Sige, takbo ka na lang. Sinabol pa nila yung Shadow Demon afterwards. And Shrek is trying to shove lanes, pero you're not gonna push that. Kasi naman yung win probability, 18%.
It's a win probability.
Just like that. Alchemist died 2 straight times in the last 5 minutes. Right
pero
after.
Alam mo, mapanlin lang yan Mapanlin lang yan. Hindi ako talaga sumusunod dyan. Right now, I do agree na mas mataas yung chance dito ng Virtus.Pro, pero isang pagkakamali na dito ng Virtus.Pro pwede bumaliktad sa lahat sa kanila. Kasi yung pick-off potential din ng RNG, mahuli lang nila si Storm dito ng isang mabilis. Kayang-kayang bawiin ng RNG to eh.
And Lifestealer going for a Desolator afterwards. Medyo old school build, pero for this game, I see the reason for it. Kasi marami na silang magic damage. They have the Storm Spirit, they have the Enigma, they have the Ravage. So parang compensate. Ako na bahala sa physical
Compensation,
damage.
yes. Pero dito, tinumba or nilubog niya yung sarili niya afo dito.
Pero
yung Southeast Asian superstar natin, tinamahan siya ng unstable concoction. Lifestealer dito will be the target. Ramsey's trying to get out. Ravage will be committed.
That's a waste.
Pero hindi nila
Ravage.
nasalba si Ramsey's dito. A little too late for Yapasha to just throw out yung Ravage doon para isalba yung teammate niya na it's virtually impossible kasi sobrang baba na talaga ng health levels niya.
Si Monet pa nakakuha ng kill na yun on Ramsey. So, RNG, Signs of Life going straight for Roshan. That is Medallion of Courage. So, with the Alchemist, this is going to be a very, very fast Roshan. Storm Spirit is actually in the area, so they can contest this. Pero no pings are coming out from VP. Pero I'm pretty sure they should know this is going on.
Yeah, alam mo, yun yung nakikita nila dito ngayon. Alam din kasi ng RNG
na walang
Ravage, pero merong Black Hole. They can just use it right now. Wala din Black Hole ngayon, hindi pa pala naka-green. Pero Midnight Pulse will be able or will be the one to actually slow them off. Pero nandito, oh my goodness, VP dito just losing this fight. Ramses dito, pinipilit niyang lumaban pero hindi niya talaga mapigilan. Hindi niya talaga mapigilan or hindi niya makontrol yung pinapalo niya dito, pero no one dito with the buyback. He will be using that ball lightning to get in, get out. Ramses dito, nahuli na nila. Black Hole will be cancelled. Nandito sa may pinakalikod sila Setsu dito just making the plays. Pero nandito sa may pinakalikod, dinahabol na si Roger dito, nagamit niya na yung kanyang Black Hole, ginamit niya yung kanyang mecha. He can't get out of this. He will go down. Virtus.Pro, yun yung first fight na natalo sila. And
They expect buybacks then.
Ito yung sinasabi natin.
Just that one pick-off on Storm.
That one pick-off on Storm will make the difference for this team.
And that was a Storm buyback very, very early on. So another pick-off on him, they could just take another set of Raxes. Kita mo, gano'n sila kabilis mag-push eh.
Oh, man, eto na.
And Dagger is actually available for Alchemist if he decides to buy it. I think he'll go for it. You want that Dagger just so you can close the backline.
And oh my goodness, eto na naman ba yung Virtus.Pro curse? Kung tinatawag natin.
Kasi you get extremes of VP eh. You get the Virtus.Pro, or the Virtus.Throw. Walang in-between na VP eh.
Walang in-between na VP. It's either you snowball really early, you just show up really strong, or wala. Parang ganitong mga laban na hindi mo maintindihan kung saan pupunta.
And they forced that fight. That was parang, ang weird din kasi ng Ravage eh. And may mahuhuli pa sila dito. And there's gonna be a free kill. They have the lockdown. More than enough, there's gonna be Ramsey's just falling here. And Fest is not available.
He can get out of the rage. And look at that armlet.
Tamang armlet.
Sabi niya, kailangan ko lang ibato yan. At he did that with a Radiance na nandun sa may area. So he knows the tech.
Yep. that is the mechanical skill from Ramses right there. But I think may spike in the team net worth after that last fight. Both teams expended buybacks, but it was RNG definitely coming out on top. This could easily be 2 sets of towers para sa kanila.
This could be easily 2 sets of towers in lead. Pero nandito sa may baba, they will be using that fortification to delay just a bit. Pero with Setsu around, I don't really think na talaga madidefend nila to. Monet, Setsu, andito na sila, even using those Serpent Wards para lang mapabilis yung kanilang pag-push dito. And look at this, Curse of Avernus, Serpent Wards, and andito pa si Alchemist just plowing down yung tower na yon.
Walang plano mag-defend VP doon. Storm Spirit was just farming top. Actually, may magandang interaction doon na hindi nagamit ng RNG ngayon. If they disruption, Abaddon, the illusions will proc that Curse of Avernus. So if they really want to push fast, they can do that.
They can do that, yeah. Pero, Kuya Swarley, kapag dating ba dito ng late game, anong tingin mo dito mangyayari? Papantay ba yung Virtus.Pro? Because right now, wala pa silang ginagawang infest bomb combination, sa totoo lang eh.
Well, wala pa yata. Well, di sila ready. Especially after that last Roshan fight na nag-buyback si Storm. Parang hindi siya confident. Doesn't want to fight right now. Kasi kung mamatay siya, next to 25 seconds in the sideline, as a Storm Spirit, you're just gonna fall further and further behind. Especially against an Alchemist. Ayaw mo yan. So I like the VP na parang sinabi, na okay, tanggapin na natin na mawawala yung bot set of towers natin.
Yeah, and Monet and the others, they're just yung hinahanap lang nila, nag-rotate lang sila dito sa jungle. They're not really giving anything dito sa side ng Virtus.Pro kasi alam nila ngayon na hawak na nila tong gubat. Hindi na makagala yung Virtus.Pro ng tama dito. And this is where Virtus.Pro will, ito yung time ng Virtus.Pro na talaga mahirapan sila. Kasi kung iisipin mo, Virtus.Pro, they're really known to be aggressive into the early game. Pero if you think about it,
lang nila si Solo dito, wala silang pakialam.
Pero dinive lang nila dito, Unstable Concoction, Solo will go down. Nahuli siya dito, and look at that. Even using the Anchor Smash para lang masabi na pinababa ko yung damage ng mga taong to. Pero hindi naman nila talaga kailangan. And this is bad. This is bad, mga kaibigan. Nagkauli pa sa may pinakalikod. The Ravage is there to save his allies. The Black Hole is there. Pinato nila sa dalawa. Pero walang damage output. There's no damage coming out here from Virtus.Pro. And this might be RNG's fight to take. Yapasha just using the back from Unstable Concoction. It will connect. Yapasha dito will be going down. Kraken Shell will actually save him. Pero one more hit. Just one more hit. Hindi pa nila nahabol.
Oh, that time natin mahuli pa yung life stealer.
Nauli si life stealer. Rage is there, pero Serge dito, walking in and out. Sabi niya, lalabang ko sana, pero naalala ko, wala nga pala akong kampi.
And look at that. This is how fast they take towers. We talked about if they make their timings, RNG are gonna be very hard to beat. And after that, Roshan fight, parang RNG, they were just super confident to do anything. And they're just gonna dive solo once again. He just respawned. He's going back to the grave. And the rest of the teammates soon to follow.
Sinasabi natin dito, na heavy favorites ang side ng VP. Pero hindi yun yung kaso ngayon, Kuya Swarley. As RNG is taking down their Raxes, wala silang kahit anong ulti dito. Wala silang Ravage, wala silang Black Hole.
And they're gonna try and go for the Alchemist. Falling really low, pero that is still Aegis on him dito. Flyby sa tamang objectives na dito. Tignan mo, they just ignored Monet kasi alam nila may Aegis siya eh. Look at that. Sinabayaan na nila. Okay, Storm is back here now. Falling really low dito si Monet. Pero BKB has been popped. He can turn around. Pero look, not this time now.
Kasi flyby nandun lang. Just flying by. Flying by.
Medyo weird. The weird one, pinabayaan lang ng VP take yung Raxes. Pero they still got the Alchemist skill. Pero yeah, all the timings are just being met. Last lane of Rax power sa kanila. They can just do it with a Serpent Ward push and nahirap na.
Ito nga ba talaga ang sinasabi nating home court advantage?
Yung 6-man advantage.
This is really not what we expected
from RNG.
Look at
was
this.
18%
Sinabi ko
kanina.
nga kanina,
Hindi ka naniniwala.
lang ang win probability ng Dota Plus kasi Dota Plus just looks at all the resources, all your objectives dun sa may mapa, and as long as you have the upper hand, yun yung sasabihin talaga ng computer. But still, it's a computer na pwede mong sabihin na it's not really that accurate.
Oo.
Diba?
And yeah, this is a perfect example of that one. 18% to 70%. Anong sinasabi mo, Val?
Oh,
Kaya daw ng RNG yan.
Kayang-kaya ng RNG yan. Yun nga yung sinasabi natin. The opening, they realize na yung Virtus.Pro dito, opening lang talaga ng Story Spirit yung hinahanap nila. As long as you can control the Story Spirit, hindi na magkakaroon ng damage output dito yung Virtus.Pro.
Last hurrah na to ng VP if they ever make this hold. BKB is almost up on Lifestealer. Just so goes to show how much control RNG have on their lineup na ma-force yung hero na may natural spell immunity just for that extra 10 seconds. I think Storm also has to buy a BKB. I'm not sure if he has it, so.
Tingnan mo dito
Hindi, wala. Nowhere near a BKB. So mahuli lang na naman nila si Storm Spirit dito. And it's done.
Look at the hand of Midas dito. Wasted time, 170 seconds. 4 more for payoff. Isipin mo, ilang seconds yun? 170? Ilang usage yun? 2 to 3?
2 to 3. That's almost 2.
Almost 2, di ba?
Almost 2.
Nasa almost 2. So, ibig sabihin, hindi pa rin napapatunayan ni Ramses na sulit yung ginawa niyang investment.
On that,
Yun lang yung pinapakita doon. And right now,
anyway, not for the armlet.
Oo, di ba? Parang, eto if you're gonna get a Midas, then that means you want to proceed to an item na magiging malaki by the 20-minute mark or sabihin natin the 25-minute mark.
And he's nowhere near.
Pero sa totoo lang, hindi niya naman ginawa yun. He just went for the Midas kasi gusto niya hindi siya mawala ng efficiency papunta ng late game. And at the same time, sabi niya, ay gusto ko din ng mid-game efficiency. So kukuha ko ng armlet.
And he went for Deso afterwards. So parang...
So wala. Kumbaga, lahat ng item, yung buong item build niya dito nakatutok sa isang malaking bubble na gusto ko manalo ng mid-game. Hindi nga regions to eh.
Kung manalo ang RNG dito, sure, that's your first ban. Alchemist next game.
And Fire Blast is their multicast dalawa pero may huhulihin sila dito. They tried to catch out Setsu, pero that's an illusion! Nandito, Munay, nasa may pinakalikod! At Stable Concoction will actually hit no one! Pero nandito sa may pinakalikod, Munay dito just hitting everyone! Left, right, jump, jump, jump! Mahuli dito mga kaibigan si Roger, wala na siyang buyback! Wala din siyang kahit anong black hole na may babato! Wala na rin Ravage! No one dito, just trying to get a pick up! Wala siyang mana! Hindi niya! Nag-clipping mga kaibigan! No one dito, just trying to get out! But no! Setsu dito with the deny! Split Earth ang nabato sa kanya dito and he will just go down. He does have to buy back, pero kahit mag-buyback siya dito, can he make a difference? Always remember, wala tayong ditong Ravage, wala tayong Black Hole.
And look at that, Tidehunter, he's just gonna die here.
He's just gonna die. Oh my goodness, Ramses dito just trying to go for Afu.
And
sa may pinakalikod, pinipilit na lang disruption. They just baited yung Lifestealer palabas and they will take him down. He doesn't have buyback and GG will be called. Goodness, Virtus.Pro